Think about Paul and Woodley now that it's, kind of right on the verge of happening finally.
I'm going to say Jake Paul by knockout. And there's the number one factor, and I talk about this a lot in my book, Warrior of the Light. Weight is a huge factor in fighting. And I try to tell people, as a journeyman heavyweight fighter, whether boxing, MMA, whatever, the world champions you watch on TV at lightweight, I beat the snot out of it without any problem. True, I have skills, and I've done this my whole life, but weight is not much of a factor in the fight game. And I saw them stand off just probably before we got on, an hour or two before, and Woodley is just a much smaller guy. Woodley also has the Chuck Liddell disease right now. His last 4 fights, he's gotten chinny. Woodley was never really a striker. Has a big right hand, but even his stance, he had an MMA type fighting stance, sort of this quasi wrestler, quasi getting ready to check a leg kick stance that he used. That against Jake Paul, I don't think is going to do him any good. I think Jake Paul is going to win that fight by knockout, and the freak train continues on.
And what about another fight I'm interested in is De La Hoya and Belfort. What do you think about De La Hoya Belfort?
I want to stay away from it because it's tougher to call. We just talked about Oscar getting knocked out by Manny. Oscar is a known partier. I kickboxed with Dan and Steve Rodarti's gym, and Oscar lived right around the corner in Whittier. And Oscar used to date, of course, all the pretty young girls in the gym. Oscar's a party boy. He likes his drugs. He likes his drinking. I think it's dangerous. I mean, was he fighting Vitor, right?
Yeah.
Vitor was about to go on the Olympic Brazilian boxing team. Vitor's got really, really fast hands. And power, obviously. So, in that fight, I don't know. I'm going to say that's a pick 'em because when Oscar's at his best, he's one of the